Midnight lights on the high bank line, chrome on the nose and fire in the spine. Engines rumbling like a back road storm. When that green flag drops, you better hang on. Daytona wind and the draft runs tight. Atlanta asphalt burning through the night. Every driver knows when the hammer drops, there ain't no mercy till the checker flag falls. Hear that thunder rolling through the stands, 40 trucks shaking every inch of land. Welcome to the Nitro Zone, where the engines scream. Truck Series warriors chasing the dream. From Daytona nights to Texas heat, rubbing fenders, yeah, the crowd's on their feet. Michigan speed and Talladega run, Vegas lights and Phoenix sun. When the tires bite and the crowd goes wild, Nitro's on racing, full throttle style. Our short track tempers run high, 3 wide battles every lap they got. Vegas lights where the gamblers play, one bad move takes it all away. Texas wide with the throttle down, Phoenix dog leg they're sliding around. Watkins Glen where the brave hold the line, road course thunder in the braking signs. When the green light hits his pedal to the floor, one man leaves with the crowd wanting more. Welcome to the Nitro Zone, where the engines scream. Truck Series warriors chasing the dream. From Daytona nights to Texas heat, rubbing fenders, yeah, the crowd on their feet. Michigan speed and Talladega run, Vegas lights and Phoenix sun. When the tires bite and the crowd goes wild, Nitro's on racing, full throttle style. Summertime. Welcome to the Nitro Zone, let the thunder fly.
And we are back for round number 2 of the Western Racing League Bike and Construction Group Truck Series. My name is Chris Murphy. I can't even say my own name. My name is Chris Murphy with DRSN. Happy to be here with you tonight. As you can see, we got qualifying rolling. I've got 4 minutes left to go. We take a look here at the 41 of Jacob Thornton. So after round number 4 here for the Bike and Construction Group, after a couple weeks hiatus, I feel like we were gone for like a month. As we take a look here at the 91 and Landon Slagan right now, out on the racetrack, just getting qualifying rolling. Nobody's even put in a lap time yet. So we can turn off this music here. There we go. So Slagan there, actually Nick Trader here in the 56 is going to come across the line. The National Guard number 56 is going to come on the fast time right now to 29.77. Andrew Bowman is going to move up into the 2nd spot. Let's see if we can get you some timing and scoring up here for you. Looks like we need to refresh this here a little bit. So if you're here with us a little bit ago, we just got done with the Dirty Old Bastards 360 Sprint Series at Knoxville. If you missed that show, don't forget to check in next Tuesday night. They put on one heck of a race. We had some of the best dirt drivers in the country in iRacing with us here earlier tonight, and it was just a fantastic show. So don't miss that. Next week we'll be at the short track at Houston. But right now, we are here for the Western Racing League at Darlington. Bike and Construction Group sponsoring the series here. As we take a look here, we get our best time up here on the board for you. There we go. That's supposed to say best time, not gap to leader, so we'll just get rid of that here. All right, so right now it is Harrison. Let's see. I need to load up some cameras. Harrison Rivet on the pole. Nick Trader in the 2nd spot right now to 29.769. And it looks like Nick Trader now back up to the second position. Victor Keith going to come across the line in fifth. All right, we're getting some software here rolling up. We just finished that sprint car race about 10 minutes ago, jumping over, getting ourselves grouped up. My buddy Tim White was going to join us tonight, but unfortunately fell a little ill, so he is not going to be in the booth with us, so you just have me to listen to for the night. So Tim's going to jump in the booth with us every once in a while, but right now we're still got qualifying going here. We jump in the car here with Joshua Smits. So I'm going to jump over to a quick commercial for just a second while I fix a setting. So check out this commercial here from Premier Setups. Use the code DRSN 15 for 15%.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one. Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as...
Alright, we're back. Just had to get some cameras loaded up there, so... Harrison Rivet right now, fast time on the pole. We got about 30 seconds left to go. I don't see anybody else on the racetrack, so I think that is going to do it. Harrison Rivet's going to have fast time. Nick Trader second. Everett Larson with a good time there in third at a 29.844. Justin Krasinski, watch for Justin. Winner the last time out. We do our point standings here real quick while we're wrapping this up. So point standings currently after 3 races, it's Richard Modric. Going to come to the top of the charts at 88 points. Has not won a race yet, but he has been up front just about every single race. He is leading the points right now. Nick Trader in second. Justin Krasinski, David Schluter, Jason Tamer, Joshua Raymond, Jacob Thornton, Landon Slagan, Michael Champlin, and Ryan Thompson. Going to round out our top 10 there in the points as we get ready to get loaded up as the sun is setting here at Darlington. 100 laps here tonight. So I just got done calling 2 hours of sprint car racing, so if my voice starts to go out on me, I apologize, but really happy you're here with us tonight. Harrison Rivet and Nick Trader. I don't remember seeing Harrison here before, but he looks pretty quick out there tonight. We take a look down the grid. We've got 37 trucks here for Darlington here tonight for the Western Racing League. Thank you for being here. I see we got some people out there in the YouTube chat. Got Mooselander Racing getting cheered on over there. We'll show you some different graphics and stuff. We put some stuff together here over the last couple of weeks from our buddy Shane Cochran at Collateral Damage, putting together some overlays and stuff for us. So we're going to get our grid rolling along here. So we're 37 cars deep, so we're going to get this started up here for you. And on the pole in the 32 is going to be Harrison Rivet. Outside of him, Nick Trader. Back to row number 2, starting at third spot in the 01, Everett Larson, Justin Brzezinski outside of him. Back to row number 3, it is going to be Brady Zeller in the 18 DRSN sponsorship on that truck. Thank you for carrying the graphic. There's Brady. Victor Keith in the 6th spot. Back to row number 4, it's David Schluter and Kyle Smits. Starting the 9th spot, Joshua Smits and Bryce Dickman. Get back to row number... went the wrong way there. Back to row number 6 in the 11th spot. It is Nathan Nixon and Ian Menace. Starting back in 7th, Jason Tamer and Dan Wedeking. In the 15th spot, Brandon Cal and Andrew Bowman. Back to row number 9, Scotty Larson and Declan Beatty. In the 19th and 20th starting spot, Josh Gagnon and Ryan Thompson in the 20th starting spot. In 21st, Stephen Bolton and Quentin Steinbach. Row number 12, Joshua Raymond and Randy Wood. Row number 13, we're going to find Michael Champlin and J.D. Biddle. Watch for Biddle to make his way to the front of this field. Alex Romero in the Ram, starting in 27th. Landon Slagan in 28th. Sean Peshin, and he told me how to pronounce that right, and I forgot, so I think it's Peckin. John Peckin in the 29th spot. Paul Boomershine back there in 30th and 31st. Jacob Thornton, Rick Modric, your port leader, way back in the back. Tyler Brewer in 33rd. Daniel Sparks in the 34th spot, starting 35th. Nicola Cipollini and Mason Olney in the 36th spot. And by himself, starting 37th, Joshua Wise. And we are going to go green here. Harrison Rivet going to bring us to the line. And we have green flag in the air here at Darlington for the Western Racing League Viking Construction Group Truck Series, and it's Harrison Rivet and Nick Trader out in front. Up on the outside, it is Trader down. Oh, we got, looks like it's Zeller's around on the bottom of the racetrack. Loses the back of the 18. Keeps it down on the bottom. Good job from Brady keeping it on the bottom of the racetrack. And it looks like we got some other cars piling up. I see Gagnon back here in the back, maybe involved. But it looks like we're going to stay green as your leader is the 32. And unfortunate for Brady Zeller. He had a good starting spot, but he has now fallen way back in this field. It's Rivet out in front, Trader, Larson, Krasinski, and we have got a caution. Caution is out, and it looks like it may be the 40 of Tyler Brewer. So Tyler looks like he's gone around there in the 40. We'll see if we can see what happened to him. On board here with Tyler. Kind of back here by himself. There's something maybe happened in front of him and he spun to avoid. I'm not quite sure here. They'll take a look here. Let's go live time instead of. He just loses the back of the truck, so it just comes around on him there off of 4. And that is going to despite that brought out a caution when the earlier incident didn't. We'll see if we can go back and see what happened that earlier. So we see Josh Gagnon here. So Josh in the 79. You can see Zeller going around right there on the bottom of the racetrack in the 18. Brady just looks like Brady just kind of lost it. And at the same time, you see the same thing with Gagnon. So it's really tricky here at Darlington. You're running that bottom line. You can see the back of the car starting to come around on Gagnon. And it looks like whoever's behind him doing a great job. That's the 85. Does a great job of not getting into the back of him right there. So unfortunate for Gagnon, it's going to go around. That did not bring out a caution, but this incident, the second incident we saw here with Tyler Brewer going around, did bring out our caution flag. All right. 3 laps down, 97 to go, 100 laps here at Darlington tonight. My name is Chris Murphy with DRSN. We didn't get a good chance to do our introductions before we got going here. Just got everything started up so quickly. But double header here tonight. We just got done doing the DOB, they call themselves the Dirty Old Bastards 360 Sprint Series. And we had some of them top 3 sprint car drivers in all of iRacing with us there tonight. Just put on a fantastic show with Tyler Shell taking the win over there. But we're here for the Western Racing League. Harrison Rivet right now on the pole. Did not see Harris. I think it's the first time I've seen Harris, and I didn't see him in the points in the 32 Harbor Freight sponsored Chevrolet right there, leading the race right now. Nick Trader right there in the 2nd. Everett Larson in 3rd. Justin Krasinski in the 4th spot. We've got a couple new graphics. Let's pull this up. Let's see if we can... Oh, looks like I didn't get it loaded up for this one. Well, didn't have time to get some of my new toys together. So it's Rivet, Trader, Larson, Krasinski right now. We do have a couple new things here we get to play with. So we've got... let's see if I can find this here. We need to turn these on here. Scotty Larson there with a black flag popping up, so we get some alerts popping up on our screen. Harrison Rivet still the lead. We're going to come off of turn number 2, down 1/2 a lap left to go. We'll go back to green, which gives me a time to kind of pull some stuff up here. You can see Harris Rivet's stats on the season has not ran a race with us, so you can see how this works here. If you go to somebody like Nick Trader, Nick has been there. I'm not sure why the points aren't loading up right there, but think it's because his name was actually Nicholas Schrader, and I need to change it. So, but we're going to go green here off of turn number 4. It's going to be Harrison Rivet bringing us to the line. Rivet and Trader Larson, your top 3. Kind of a slow start right there for Rivet. He kind of waited to right almost before the line before he took off. That kind of backed everybody up a little bit. We're single file now. Rivet, Trader Larson working the outside of the racetrack. And we're going to go crank it up style here for a lap. There for Mason only right there is Harrison Rivet still out in front. Another one of our toys right here. Take a look here with Rivet. 168 mile down into the corner right now. Setting a good pace. It looks like we got a meatball flag from Kyle Smits. What happened to Kyle? Kyle into the outside wall. The 82 not having a good night here for starters. He looks like he's going to keep rolling right there. With some heavy contact with the outside wall there from Kyle Smith in the 82. We'll see if he can make his way around to pit road. In the meantime, it's still Harrison Rivet, Nick Trader, Everett Larson, our top 3. We get back to Justin Krasinski there in the 4th spot. He's working his way back up on the back of the 01. So Rivet, Trader, Larson, and Krasinski kind of checked out. Top 4 times to getting away. We got Victor Keith back here in the 48, but he's back a little ways. See if we can find a good battle on the racetrack. We see Nathan Nixon here in the 38. We did have somebody with a webcam up here for us. Not quite sure who that is. I need to figure out who that is. Only one person who jumped on the webcams tonight. We'll find out who that is. In the meantime, we take a look here at Nathan Nixon in the 38, trying to make his way up. Actually single filed out here pretty quick at Darlington. You can see everybody kind of using that, going into the middle of the racetrack, into the corner, kind of sliding it up against the fence. So it's all going to depend on who has the guts to run that outside line up against the outside wall all night long. And it looks like Rivet's got a really good pace out there. We take a look here at Declan Beatty in the 27. He is battling here for 11th and 12th with Dean Wedeking. Trying to find out who the webcam that looks like they don't have their name up there for them. I should know who that is, so if anybody recognizes in the YouTube chat who this is on our webcam, let me know. So appreciate it. Take a look here at Declan Beatty back in the 11th spot, but it is still Harrison Rivet. He started on the pole. Is that Rivet or Rivet or maybe some kind of Frenching? I'm not sure, but Harrison Rivet started on the pole. He's led every single lap so far. We're 12 laps into this 100 laps. Nick Trader right there in the 2nd spot. He is about to have his hands full with Everett Larson. Larson making up a little bit of ground on the 56, and we look back to the 4 of Krasinski, also trying to make up a little bit of ground. Not able to get there. Victor Keith has actually looked to be one of the fastest cars on the track right now. We'll take a look at the last time by. Fastest truck on the racetrack looks to be 2nd place running Nick Trader and Larson, actually with identical times of 31:56. 30.156 for the 2nd place running Nick Trader and Everett Larson are in 3rd. We got a little battle going back here in the back. It looks like Thornton, and it looks like the 7 of Raymond into the outside wall. And we are going to have caution for our 2nd time here tonight at Darlington. And it looks like it's involving Scotty Larson, as we see Scotty limping down the front straight. So Scotty Scotty was penalized with an EOL. He had to start in the tail of this field after an incident on the road course 3 weeks ago, so it doesn't look like his night's getting any better as he is involved in here with bringing out our second caution of the night. See if we can see what happened to Scotty. He's down there on the inside of the 16 truck, and that is Randy Woods, and he just kind of pushes up off the corner, just loses the nose of the truck, pushes up the racetrack, gets into the side of Wood, and unfortunately that's going to turn Scotty around off the nose of the 16. We'll take a look at that one more time. But you can see as he gets in the, looks like maybe the back of the truck got a little bit loose right there, maybe not, but he comes off the corner right there. And Wood could have given him a little more space, but not much, because you really can't get much lower than that off the corner, because you can see the wall kind of tightens up as you come off right there. And Scotty just kind of pushes up the track. They make some contact, some damage there on the 13. The 16 also going to take a little bit of damage as he's going. Let's see if he keeps it off that. He's got it locked up right here. He keeps it off that inside wall, so a nice job from Randy Wood. But unfortunate for Larson, as Larson kind of lets the car roll back up the racetrack into the outside wall. I'm not held the brakes there maybe a little bit. I'm not quite sure. But Scotty into the outside wall. Our Vacuum Construction Group sponsored number 13. Unfortunate there for him as he tries to get rolling here one more time. Had a penalty coming into this race, and now unfortunate involved in our second caution flag. Get back up here to our leaders. See if anybody takes a chance to pit here. All right, so it's Harrison Rivet, Nick Trader, Everett Larson. Take a look here at Justin Krasinski, and we'll see if we get one of our toys here works with Justin. You see third in the standings, 1 win, 2 top 10s there for Justin. Let's see if we can find our points leader here on the board. I gotta change his name to Richard. Everybody's got their names changed so it doesn't show all this stuff. Victor Keith here in the Transistent Motorsports. So we'll take a look here. Also, I'm just gonna show off some of our toys we have here. So we take a look here at Victor Keith. The Transistent Motorsports team of Trader and Keith running 2nd and 5th right now. JK Racing and Justin Krasinski, Bryce Dickman, Andrew Bowman, and JD Biddle right here. 4 cars, 4th, 8th, 14th, and 28th right now in this race. Mooselander Racing, we saw Mooselander Racing cheer for in the YouTube chat. Daniel Sparks, Quentin Steinbach, and Ian Menace all running back at about 20th on back right now. So just another one of our graphics. If you're using SDK for anything and you're looking for any of this stuff that we're using, jump over to the SDK Discord, find my buddy Shane Cochran from Collateral Damage. He will get you hooked up on this stuff. He is putting together some fantastic overlays and graphics that we get to use on these broadcasts. Really appreciate that. But here we are, 16 laps down, 84 left to go out of 100. It's Harrison Rivet, Nick Trader, Everett Larson, your top 3. We've got a Bryce Dickman fan in the chat as well. Rivet, Trader, Larson gonna roll off of turn number 4. Gonna go green here one more time. Kind of a late start. The green's already out, and we get rolling here. So Larson with a bump, kind of giving Rivet a shove down the front straightaway right there. See if he can get himself back. Trader. Larson working the bottom of the racetrack. He looks like he's going to clear Trader off of 2. Is going to slide up into 2nd. So a nice restart there for Everett Larson in the 01. Up to 2nd around Nick Trader. Trader falls back to 3rd. Krasinski's going to take a look to the inside of the 56 now. They head into turn number 3. Right in the middle of the racetrack, Krasinski and Trader, 2 of the best you're going to see in this truck series, running side by side there for 3rd. Krasinski with a great run off of 4. Does he have the momentum to carry it into 1? Can he clear Trader for that 3rd spot? No, he's going to have to tuck back up in the line. Back into 4th. Right there behind him is Victor Keith in the 48th, and it's David Sluter. Their leader, Harrison Rivet. 18 laps into this 100-lap race. 82 laps left to go. Still nobody yet to pit up in our front runners. We had a few drivers pit out back, as we've had 2 caution flags already in this race. Harrison River, Everett Larson, Nick Trader, your top 3. We'll take a look back through the field here. We see Michael Champlin here. We got a good battle going back here with Sparks, Champlin, Daniel Sparks, Steve, and Bolton there. You see Bolton taking a look to the inside there. That looks like it's Gagnon's going to get around Sparks in the 79. Gagnon spun around earlier in this race. He's trying to get back to the front. makes his way back up to 20th. And we've got a meatball flag from Scotty Larson. Scotty Larson, again, looks to be involved in something. We'll see if we can take a quick look at it here as we stay green. We'll see if we can see what happened to Scotty. Just loses the back of the truck. They're off of 4. And it's going to hit that inside wall hard. So the 13 just not having a night here. Or actually having a night he'd like to forget. So Scotty Larson, heavy damage into the pits right now. In the meantime, it is Harrison Rivet, not Rivet, it's a V, not a B. Harrison Rivet with the lead. Everett Larson, Nick Trader, Krasinski now to the inside of Trader into 1. Going to able to slide up in front of the 56. He is going to take that 3rd spot away. So Krasinski now moving up. Started in the 4th spot, now up to 3rd. Head down the back straightaway. Victor Keith also right there. David Sluter. So Trader falls back to 2nd, or excuse me, back to 4th actually. And Keith and Sluter right there with him. So we got some racing going on back here in the back of the pack. We see Zeller, Brewer in the 40. The 11 of Romero right here involved in that. Oh, and around, that looks like that's Randy Wood. Randy Wood just about loses the back of the truck. A nice save there from the 16. He was involved in that earlier incident with Scotty Larson, but he's going to gather it back up there. So it's Rivet, Larson, Krasinski, Trader. Who's going to save their tires? That's a big thing with Darlington. Can you keep the tires underneath here for these long runs? It looks like we're going to have a nice long green run right here. As our last caution was, when was our last caution? Back about 10 laps ago now at this point. It's Rivet, Larson, Krasinski. Take a look back through the field. Let's see if we can find it. Romero. Oh, the 77 hard into the outside wall of Cipollini. Oh, no, there's 2 77s out there. That was the 71 of Modric. That was our point leader. Hard into the outside wall. He's got the 51 of Wise right there behind them, and the Lucky Charms. That is the that is his St. Patrick's Day paint scheme there for Wise for us. Good looking 51 truck as he's into the outside wall. He's trying to scratch that paint up. Look up here to the 96 of Biddle. Biddle's made his way up 4 spots up to 22nd. He's got Brady Zeller right there behind him. Brady had a good start early, but unfortunate involved. Lost the back of the truck early, fell all the way back. He's trying to make his way back to the front. It looks like they're about ready to have a battle for 2nd. Here comes Rudzinski in the Ford truck up on the back of Larson in the 01. Rudzinski looks to have some really good pace right here. I think if he can clear Larson, he might have something for Rivet. But the fastest truck on the racetrack last time by was Harrison Rivet at a 34.56. But it looks like we're going to have a battle here for 2nd in a moment. We jump on board here with Justin Rudzinski. He has got the 01 in his sights. Take a look back from the 01 Everett Larson. You can see that Ford truck trying to find a little line on the bottom of the racetrack. If we were dirt racing, I'd call that a slider line, kind of going in on the bottom and sliding up off the center and off the top of the racetrack, off the corner there. Everett changes his line down to the bottom. Take a look back here one more time. I can see it looks like Brady Zeller's found his way around the 96 of Biddle. Biddle tries to come back on him. We got a little drone shot going here. The 96 with a good run off the corner. He is going to get back by the 18. This is for 20th. That shot almost made me sick to my stomach right there. I'll have to change that camera. As you can see, Zeller and Biddle going at it back here in the back of the field. But right now up front, it is Larson in the 2nd spot. Krasinski, Trader, Keith, Sluter, your top 6, and they've kind of checked out from the rest of the field here. Joshua Smits is hanging on to the back of this group, so about top 7 have checked out of that, and then it's about 2 seconds back to the 30 of Dickman. And it looks like we've got another caution. It looks like maybe Dean Sparks and Wedeking. We see Wedeking already into the pits. Sparks into the pits as well. We'll see if we can see what happened here. It looks like another meatball flag, unfortunately, for Kyle Smits. Well, Kyle got it back out there, but it looks like his day may be done again. We'll take a look here real quick at the incident here with Sparks and Wedeking. The 04 down on the bottom of the racetrack. You can see 44 Wedeking up there on the top. Coming off of turn number 4 right here. Wedeking kind of comes down just a little bit. Sparks kind of comes up. They just kind of meet in the middle right there. I mean, I don't blame Wedeking for trying to come down a little bit, but I think he could have held it up just a little bit more. They just both fighting over the same piece of real estate, the 04 and the 44, and I've seen this a couple times tonight. These guys just not really holding the brake and sliding. It's just hard contact for Sparks. And again, we got somebody's webcam up here. Somebody out there in YouTube land, tell me who that is. Maybe I'll post it up in the Discord here and somebody tells me who that is. I thought I had it set up where they had to put their names in there. So while we're goofing around under caution, we'll go back to live time here. Take a look at our leader. We've got everybody in the pits right now, so you're not missing anything. JD Biddle, the only one staying out on the racetrack. Alright. Let's see if we can find out who our mystery man is that's sharing his cam with us. We have that up for everybody, but it looks like just one person taking advantage of it tonight. We like to offer that a little bit different perspective for everybody, but it looks like JD Biddle in the 96 he pitted back on lap 15, but he took advantage of that last caution flag we had, that second caution, about 15 laps ago, so he's going to stay out on the racetrack. Harrison Rivet and everybody else decided they needed to pit this time by. Alright, Biddle is going to lead this race. I've not seen JD Biddle win a race since a cup race at Bristol here a while back. So a few sponsors here now we need to mention. Viking Construction Group sponsoring the Western Racing League Truck Series. Corbin Matthews, country music singer. If you like some good country music, check out Corbin Matthews, Nexus Designs. Find them on their Instagram page. Look for Nexus Design. If you're looking to get a good paint job done for any of your iRacing rigs, they do some fantastic work. Take a look at JD and his teammates. So the JK Racing, JD Biddle out in front, Dickman in the 8th spot, Andrew Bowman and Krasinski now. So Krasinski did not have a good pit stop. He fell all the way back. Let's see if I take a look at his pit time here. Not sure what happened with his pit time. Doesn't look abnormal, so I'm not sure what happened, but he has fallen all the way back there to 25th. Looks like most of our drivers that did pit took 4 tires. Look at our pit stop stats here real quick. Biddle not pitting back on 16, but here we're going to go green, so we'll get back to green flag as we come off of turn number 4. JD Biddle going to bring us to the line. Harrison Rivet up on his outside. I think with those fresh tires, we're going to see Rivet drive by him on the outside. But Biddle with a good jump right there. He's going to get a couple car lane separation down into 1. Can he hang on to it? Larson and Rivet now side by side. Larson's going to look to clear Harrison Rivet. He's going to do that. He's going to be able to slide up off of 2, but he's got Biddle to his outside now. So Everett Larson now to the lead. Oh, we got 29 around. It looks like Joshua Smith's around, and that is going to be the big one here at Darlington. I see Beatty involved. Thornton's involved in this one, and we're still piling it up. I see Krasinski get piled into here. A meatball flag for Joshua Smith's. As we went back to green. Oh, and Nathan Nixon and Declan Beatty are going to try to get going there at the same time. They're just going to meet head on. So unfortunate there. You can see just how tore up that 29 is. Left front completely off the ground. I think they might have one fast repair. But we're going to go back and see if we can see what happened there. First thing I saw was Smith's going around. I was watching Larson to see if he was going to be able to clear Biddle. As we try to see Schmidt's trying to get going here real quick. And we take a look here. So we see Smith's up on the outside. He's got Dickman to his inside. And Dickman just kind of pushes up the racetrack and catches the left rear of Smith's. I'm trying to find the right camera view here for you, and then it's just all hell breaks loose from there. Dickman down to the bottom of the racetrack. We see the 81 involved. Just about everybody from there on back involved in this. Here comes Smith's back across the racetrack. Beatty right there, you can see in the 27. Nice drive there from the 91. He is going to drive right. We're going to have to see his camera view right there. We're going to have to go in the cockpit there with the 91 truck. As that all started happening there. See, let's see if I can find my camera view here. All right, let's see if we can find. Why can't I find the 91 on my list? There he is, Landon Slagan. We're going to watch Landon come through this crash here from the roof cam. As you can see up there in front, you can see Dickman and Smiths get together. Now watch this drive from Slagan. I mean, just nowhere to go, and it just, the seas parted for him. Oh, but unfortunately, I didn't see that part. He ends up getting into the outside wall, so it was almost a fantastic drive through there for Slagan, but unfortunate, ends up getting into the outside wall. Let's see if we can take another view there from Dickman's. See if we can see Bryce Dickman's point of view here in this one. I'll do the chase cam. So we see Bryce Dickman down here, kind of in the middle of the racetrack. Smith's up on the outside. Dickman's kind of starting to slide up here through the center. So let's see what happens. If Bryce kind of moves up the racetrack there a little bit, maybe the back of the truck starts to get a little loose on him. It actually does look like it's a little wiggle, and he tries to chase the truck. At the same time, Smith's kind of comes down. So again, you know, they just kind of met in the same spot. It almost didn't look like Dickman really moved up that much. It looked more like Smith's might have came down there. So unfortunate there. And then just everybody wants to get into this party. We see Thornton involved, Nixon involved. We see the 81 in there. We see the 9. Austin involved in there, Petchin. Take a look from the blimp shot. You can just see, I don't think anybody from about 6th on back or maybe did not get involved in this in one way or another. You can see Tyler Brewer, a nice little drive from Tyler right there to get through there. Just take a look at Tyler's view of this incident here. Watch the 40 truck weave his way through here. We're going to go live time. Watch this view from the 40 of Tyler Brewer as he starts to see everything happen up in front of him. And there's just trucks everywhere, but he gets it woed up, finds a hole, makes his way through there. Nice driving. It looks like it might have been Bowman right there in front of him as well. So, all right, get back to live time here. We're going to go green one more time. So we are under our 3rd caution. Is it 3rd or 4th caution? I maybe lost count. We actually went back to green while I was goofing around looking at replays. So Larson out in front. So we'll go back. Didn't think I was doing that many replays, but Everett Larson is going to take the lead there from J.D. Biddle. Harrison Rivet alongside Biddle for the 2nd spot. He is going to slide up in front of the 96. So the 32 back to 2nd. He has got his sights set on the 01 of Larson. That camera about makes me sick. I don't know about you guys, but good view looking down here at Harrison Rivet in the 2nd spot. Nick Trader now is going to make his way up to 3rd. Here comes the 95 of Sluter, also going to make his way through into the 48. So it is a freight train right now on J.D. Biddle and his old tires. He is just cannot hang on. He is just falling back. I see Andrew Bowman right there in the 25, also trying to make his way up through here. But Everett Larson with the lead. Everett's been fast all season long, really. Just about every track we've gone to, but he's had some bad luck. Had a really bad luck at Daytona. But he's looking really strong here today. He started in 3rd, now up 2 spots. But he has got the 32 of Harrison Rivet on a charge right there. Started on the poles, fell back to 2nd on the pit stops. And the one driver I need to take a look at, Justin Krasinski. I think Justin got involved in that accident. I see some damage on the right front of that truck. So unfortunate for Justin. He looked really strong early, but something happened in the pits and he fell way back. And he has now found himself back in 18th with some damage on that truck. So he needs another caution or two here if he is going to have a chance to get back to the front. And right now, Rivet, let's take a look as they cross the line. Almost 0.2 of a second better on the lap time over Everett Larson. So Harrison Rivet right now, the fastest truck on the racetrack. He is trying to reel in Larson. Rivet led this race early on. He's trying to get back to the front. We take a look here with Paul Boomershine. He is now caught up to the back of the 96 of Biddle. And he has got the 91 of Slagan to his outside. So 91 must not have too much damage because he's coming back to the front. We see the 41 of Thornton there as well. So it looks like we've already got about 7 or 8 trucks out of this race. I think we've only got maybe 27 to 28 trucks still on the racetrack right now. Let's take a look here at Paul Boomershine. There's a good race on the track right now. The 16 of Randy Wood. He's got Nathan Nixon right there in front of him. 22 of Steinberg right there behind him. So we're going to jump on board with our mystery driver here. And you can just see the concentration it takes here at Darlington. You know who that is? Chime in for me. All right, back to the leader, Larson. Harrison Rivet all over the back of them. We're 42 laps into this 100 laps, 58 laps left to go. As it looks like they just put a lap on Bryce Dickman. Dickman kind of limping around the bottom of the racetrack. Some heavy damage there on the 30. All right, the 01 of Everett Larson. He's got a good run going here in the 01, but he has Harrison Rivet in a 32 all over the back of him. Drive down into the corner here with Harrison Rivet. I'm sure it's probably revenge. And we've got under caution. Caution out on the speedway. It looks like it might involve the 55 of Menace. And he is still going around down here. Looks like off of turn number 4. Ian Menace in the 55 not having a good day as well. The Home Depot sponsored 55. We'll see what happened and see if he went around on his own or had a little help. See Randy Wood in the 16 down below him. Menace on the outside. And it looks like... Is he getting loose right there? I see the 16 coming up the racetrack. I think they're going to have some contact right here. No, Menace just loses. They actually both kind of lost it together right there. Kind of a dual slide. I don't think they had that choreographed, but unfortunate for Menace, he's going to go around. That's going to bring out another caution flag. And I saw a meatball flag pop up for... Not sure who that was. But take a look at the 55. He is going to make his way down the pit road. Larson's still with the lead. And it looks like we got a few trucks going to take advantage here of Thornton, Biddle, Rick Modric. It's Modric. In the 20th spot, he is going to come down. Our point leader, he is going to come down for a pit stop. Take a look back through the field here. Joshua Wise in the 51. I like that Lucky Charms. I'm a big Lucky Charms fan. But when I was a kid, they didn't have the marshmallow zone. Looks like he's the lucky dog here. He's going to get a lap back here. So Wise is going to come around, get himself back on the lead lap. Yeah, when I was a kid with Lucky Charms, they didn't have like the all marshmallow, you know, so you had to just pick them all out. Now I think you can just buy Lucky Charms that are all marshmallows. All right, caution here. 5th caution flag here. 45 laps into this race here at Darlington. My name is Chris Murphy. We're with DRSN. Appreciate you being here with us. We got a full schedule coming up. Let's see if we can pull up our upcoming schedule. Of course, it's going to show this race because we had this up earlier as well. So Thursday night, we'll be here with the Nitro Zone Racing League, another truck series at Atlanta, the 2008. If you haven't been, that track's kind of rough. I drove on it the other night. That's going to be 9:30 Eastern, Nitro Zone Racing League. Then next Tuesday night, we'll be back with the DOB. It didn't spell dirty. I saw that now. Didn't see that. 360 Sprint Series at Huset's. And we're back the following Thursday with the Western Racing League taking another week off next week. Nitro Zone next Thursday night at Iowa. And then back with the DOB for another sprint car race at Charlotte. And then on the 31st, Western Racing League comes back again for Rockingham. So full state of coverage here on DRSN. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give us a like. Make sure you don't miss any of the events we have going on. Because we have Everett Larson out here right now. Let's take a look at our lap leaders here real quick. It's pretty much just 3 drivers. Rivet has led 31. Larson with 14. And J.D. Biddle has led 2. We're going to go green here. Rolling through turn number 3 right now. back to green. Everett Larson going to bring us off the turn number 4. Going to come down to the line. Larson, Rivet, Trader. And we are green flagging here one more time after 5 caution flags. Larson with a good jump. But Rivet right there behind him. Trader, Sluter. And they're side by side back there behind him with Brandon Cal and Cal into the outside wall. As he was next to the 48 of Keith. Doesn't look like it hurt the truck too bad. Might have hurt that beautiful looking paint job on the 85. But Keith right there in the 48 will jump up here to the front. Larson all out in front by himself right now, but he has Harrison Rivet about 2 truck lengths back, doing everything he can. Rivet looks to be the fastest truck out there once again. He sat on the pole, led a bunch of this race, but Larson able to get past him on a restart about 15 laps ago. We take a look here at the 11 of Romero. But Everett Larson will jump on board with him here one more time. You can see all the way down into turn number 2, into turn number 1 at 161 mile an hour, running that top line, really consistent up there. Our Bristol driver in the 01, doing a fantastic job out there. Harrison Rivet here right behind him in second. Larson just hungry for a win. He's been fast all season long, just not able to put it all together, but he is looking really good here at Darlington. But look at Nick Trader in the 56 and the 95 of Sluter. They are coming. Fastest truck on the racetrack last time by was Davis Sluter at a 30. Actually, it was Cal at a 30.081, which was about 0.2 of a second faster than anybody else on the racetrack. So Cal's looking really strong out here as well in the 85 truck. Keith right there behind him in the 48 has now cleared him. We see Slagan and it looks like Romero side by side. And look at this. The 18 of Brady Zeller has now made his way back up almost into the top 10 after spinning the truck early in this event. He is trying to get his way back up into contention, but right now he's sitting back in 11th. He is trying to get around the 91 of Landon Slagan. And get up to the front. They've got a battle for the lead. It is Rivet on the inside of Larson. Larson gets a little bit loose off the corner. They are side by side as they head off of turn number 4 into 1. Larson and Rivet right now going at it. We've got about a 6-truck battle up here, all single filed out for the lead. We come off of turn number 4 one more time to come across to complete lap number 52. 48 left to go. We're past halfway now. Larson, Rivet, Trader, Sluter, Cal is your top 5. And we've got about 7 race trucks all looking really strong right here. The 52 of Champlin's looking good, and he was involved in an early caution as well. So it looks like some of these guys have used up their faster pairs already as they're getting themselves up to the front. Take a look here at the 41 of Thornton. He's up alongside of Sean Peckin. Excuse me, that was Peckin getting by the 10, the lap truck of Ryan Thompson. Oh, somebody hard into the wall back there. Oh, we got somebody going around. Couldn't tell who that was. It looked like another. It might have been Weddy King. It was Weddy King. Wise also involved right there in the 51. And it looks like Nico Cipollini also involved. I just kind of saw that off camera right there. Let's see if we can take a quick look at it. We won't take as many reviews as we did last time. We missed the restart last time. So we can see Nico right here in the 77. I think this might happen in front of him. Let's see if we can find Weddy King here on our... We got Wise and Weddy King here side by side, and it's Wise into the outside wall. And as he's trying to save the truck, yeah, he's just going to come down the racetrack. He's going to catch the 44, turn him up the racetrack, and look at our point leader, Rick Modrick, in the 71. He is going to clear it. I thought the 44 was going to keep going up the racetrack. But then Nico just kind of piles into the back of Wise right there. Really nowhere to go as they're crashing in front of him. So unfortunate there. Weddy King involved in another incident. Wise also involved there in the 51. All right, back up front. It looks like some of our leaders going to make make their way into the pits. I see Biddle, actually Larson's all pitted, so we've got Romero still out on the racetrack, Biddle on the racetrack, so we see Larson coming in, Trader coming in, also the 32 of Rivet coming in there as well. Take a look at our, whoever this is, look like they're in the pits because they're just sitting there waiting. I gotta get their names on these things. Appreciate you sharing the cam with us. I just wish I knew who it was so I could reference it correctly. Alright, so we're going to race off a pit road. We got a few drivers that stayed out there. Romero is going to have the lead here under this caution. JD Biddle, Quentin Steinbach, Nathan Nixon, Tyler Brewer, Nick Trader. Actually, Brewer was the last car that stayed out on the racetrack. Trader did come in and pit. So he's the first truck off of pit road of our drivers that pitted here on lap number 55. So the 56 of Trader is back in the 6th spot. So we're going to see, it looks like, let's see if we can see our pit stops, our stats here. If we look back at Trader, it looks like he took 4 tires. Looks like just about everybody took 4 tires. So we're going to see if those fresh tires, it looks like we have Brewer's about 26 laps since he pitted on those 4 tires. Same thing with Romero. So we're going to see how that works out for these guys. These guys on fresh tires, are they going to be able to charge their way to the front? We'll take a look at our lap leaders here as well. Harrison Rivet with 31 laps led Larson with 22. Romero's now led 2. JD Biddle's also led 2 laps, so 4 leaders here in this race. Well, JD Biddle finds his way back to the front again. A little bit of pit stop strategy here. He's got the 96 up 25 spots. Romero also up 25 spots. Actually, Romero's up 26 spots, started in 27th. Biddle started back in 26th. He's up 24 as well. Romero, Biddle, Steinbach, Nixon, Brewer. That's your top 5 as we're going to come back to green, coming through 3 and 4 right now. And we're going to go crank it up style here. When we go back to the green flag here, we're going to roll off of turn number 4 one more time. It's Romero and Biddle bringing us to the line. Green flag in the air. Back to racing here at Darlington. Alex Romero in the 11 has found his way to the front of the pack here. The 96 to JD Biddle there in second. They actually had a pretty good jump right there. I thought with the old tires they might not get near as good of a jump, but here comes Nick Trader in the 56. Nick did pit. He is the first truck that pitted back on lap 55. He has already made his way around about 5 trucks. He's up to 3rd. We're 3 wide back there in the back. It looks like Slagan, Steinbach, and in the 95 of Sluter all fighting back here. Oh, and a little contact there with the 85 and the 22 of Steinbach. Steinbach just about goes around, catches the outside wall, saves it. So we're going to stay green. But here, in the meantime, we get back to the front. Here comes Nick Trader on those fresh tires. And you can just see the difference that's making as he pulls up alongside of JD Biddle. So Nick Trader, the Transcendent Motorsports driver, up to 2nd now. JD Biddle falls back to 3rd. We take a look at this drone shot coming off the corner. Coming off of turn number 4, it is Romero, Trader, and Trader with a fantastic run off of 4. He is going to be able to clear Romero heading into 1. It didn't happen yet, but I'm going to predict it. Down on the bottom of the racetrack, he's got a fantastic run. Up to the point goes Nick Trader, the 32 of Harrison Rivet. Also on a charge, Rivet back there in 4th. He is now caught up to Biddle and Romero. But they're side by side in front of him. He didn't really have anywhere to go. He's going to kind of sit back there. You don't really want to make it 3 wide here at Darlington unless you really have to. As we jump on board here with Harrison Rivet, and you can see Biddle and Romero side by side in front of him. He's just hoping one of them can pick up a little pace and give him some space to get by right here. It looks like he may be able to clear Romero. He is. So now he's got the 96 in front of him. So, oh, Rivet into the outside wall. We've seen a couple of trucks back also into the outside wall. We've got lap trucks all throughout this spattered throughout this lead pack. If we take a look here at the 52 of Champlain, get back into this battle for second, and here comes Rivet. Rivet now is going to clear Biddle down the front straightaway into turn number 1 as we complete lap number 62. But Nick Trader is able to get out in front here by about a second and a half. So we've had a few drivers looking really strong here tonight. Harrison Rivet, Everett Larson, and now Nick Trader. Nick just did a good job of getting out of the pits. He just did a better job of getting in and out of the pits, which gave him the advantage here with all the drivers that did pit on lap 55, and that is going to put the 56 of Trader out in front, 1.4 seconds back. So you can see Trader hard on the throttle in the back straightaway, 170, 172, 173 mile an hour as he gets into turn number 3. Down to 140, just doing a great job keeping up. And it's all about momentum here. You just got to keep the momentum up here at Darlington. That's exactly what Nick Trader is doing. But Harrison Rivet about a tenth of a second faster that last time by. He is starting to make up some ground here. Landon Slagan in the 91. He is making his way up through the pack. He's got JD Biddle. So Biddle again on some different pit strategy here. It's kind of costing him. It's giving him a chance to run up front. But those old tires are just fading away quick. I mean, he did a really good job getting in the corner right there, but I think Slade's going to have a much better run off here. You can see the 91. They come off at turn number 4. Heading into turn number 1, I think Slagan's going to get by him here for 5th. Now he's going to settle in behind him. Made a liar out of me. So those tires might be starting to equalize out. It's been about 10 laps or so since Slagan put those tires on, but just a better run off, but 2 gets into the back of the 96. No harm, no foul. We take a look back here. Our point leader is 71 of Modric. He is going to make his way around the 10 of Thompson. This is a battle back here for 19th and 20th. But Rick Modric has been Mr. Consistency all year long. But unfortunate this event, he has been struggling out in the back of this one. Back here in 19th right now. That is not going to help his point lead. So 34 laps left to go. Harrison Rivet now up to second. He is closing that gap about a tenth of a second every lap on Nick Trader. All right, Nick Trader still out in front about 1.3 seconds. Actually was a little bit quicker than Rivet on that last time by. We take a look back at the 85 of Cal. Cal having a really good run. Started in 15th up to 7th. Cleared 8 spots. He is getting around Biddle, but he's got the 48 of Victor Keith right there behind him. Biddle into the outside wall. Able to gather it back up. But that cost him 2 spots as Cal and Keith both get past him. So the 85 Geek Squad OGRL sponsored, or excuse me, team truck in the 6th position. Now, so Cal looking really strong. I see Zeller back here again. He's trying to get around Romero for that 10 spot to get himself back into the top 10. The DRSN number 18, he is trying to make his way up there. The B&W Racing, he is back up in the top 10. We got a good battle going there. We jump up here. The Trader one more time. I'll go back to that battle. We're 3 wide back here. Zeller able to get past Bowman and Romero. Moves his way up to 10th. All right, Trader, Rivet, Larson, Sluter, Slagan, Cal. That's your top 6. Victor Keith right there behind him in 7th in the 48. And these 7 are kind of separated out. It's about 2 seconds back now to JD Biddle in the 96. So Slagan doing a great job, up 23 spots. He's able to get on that same pit cycle with everybody, so he is up to 5th. Started back in 28. He took a little damage earlier in an earlier incident, but doing a great job making his way back up to the front here. Watch for Landon Slagan. He's had some good runs on some of these races that we've covered. All right, so it looks like I'm keeping an eye on that gap, and it looks like Rivet has actually reeled that in by about half a second. It was about 1.3 seconds a couple of laps ago. It's now down to 0.8, 0.9 tenths of a second right now. Rivet in second, trying everything he can to catch the 56 of Trader. Brzezinski back here in the 4. Damage on that 4 truck. He looked really strong early. You can still see the damage on that right front. He's not been able to get it fully repaired. with Justin back here in 18th, but he is still in the lead lap. He's got the 40 of Tyler Brewer right there behind him. Brewer's able to get past, so just nothing really Justin can do. He's making everything he can out of it, but unfortunate there. Just too much damage on the Ford truck to really get himself to the front. And it looks like Rivet's still reeling Trader in. Trader into the wall right there as he trying to get around the lap truck of Cipollini. That really took Rivet took a huge bite out of the lead right there. Trader got into the wall trying to get around the 77. Rivet now coming in a hurry, and it's down to these two drivers right now out in front. I think we're still gonna have one more pit stop. We put it on lap 55. I don't think they're gonna be able to go 45 laps. I think we're gonna have to at least have one more stop here before this is over with. But it's down to these two drivers right now out in front, Nick Trader and Harrison Rivet. Larson and Sluter back there running for third and fourth. Just a little bit different line here that Rivet's taking. You can see into the corner. He's taking a little bit lower entry. Just about a truck width lower than Trader right there, and it kind of helps him off the corner. He's able to kind of take the truck up the racetrack. It gives him a good run off right here, as you can see him close up on the back of Trader now. As they head down the back straightaway into turn number 2, takes a look to the inside. Can't quite get up alongside of him. The 56 and the 32 going for the lead. Harrison Rivet down there on the bottom. Nick Trader on the top. Does the 32 have anything for him down here? The 56 and the 32. This is a fight for the lead. Everybody else is about 2.5 seconds back at this point. It's back 2.5 seconds to Larson and David Sluter. This is our battle up front here between Trader and Rivet. Rivet takes a look to the inside, across the stripe. Got to settle back in behind Trader. We got a few lap traps coming up in front of us here. We'll have to see how this shakes out. The 32 just trying everywhere on the racetrack, just trying to find something to give himself a little bit of an advantage here to see if he can find a way around Nick Trader. The 56 has led about the last, I don't know, since our pit stop back on the 55, he's led about the last 10 laps here, but here comes the 32. He's got to run down the front straightaway into one. Does he have anything for the 56 in the corner? Nick Trader up against the wall. Harrison Rivet stays in the middle of the racetrack. He's got a good run off. A little almost contact right between the two. The 32 has cleared Trader off the corner. Heavy lap traffic in front of our leaders. And look behind us. The 01 of Larson is actually starting to move in here. So let's see how this works as we get through lap traffic. See if we can take a wider shot here, see what's going on, and see Wedeking moving down out of the way. Rivet, Trader, Larson now trying to get back into the picture. 22 laps left to go here at Darlington. Trader back to the outside. We're side by side one more time into the 3. Trader trying to get a run. Rivet's going to jump up and block that runoff. Trader catches the outside wall just a little bit. As they've got another lap truck right in front of it. Looks like that is the 4 of Krasinski. One of our early favorites is now going to go a lap down here. It looks like that little bit of contact with the outside wall with Trader might have damaged the truck a little bit, but he's got a good run off the corner. Starts to close back up in on the 32 of Harrison Rivet as they're going to put a lap on the 7 of Joshua Raymond. Oh, Raymond kind of comes down just a little bit in front of Trader. Close contact. Rivet up into the outside wall, pushed up in the center of the corner. That allowed Trader to make up a little bit of ground. You see in the background Larson trying to make his way through the lap traffic. Not really getting through there any better than our leaders are, so he's losing some ground here. Rivet, Trader, and Larson. Take a look at our inside webcam again here one more time. Not sure who that was, but they were side by side with somebody. I could see it in their side view there, but it's still Harrison Rivet. Take a look at our lap leaders here one more time. Rivet led 35, Larson with 22, Trader led 17 there before he gave the lead back. Romero and Biddle have also led laps in this race. Let's see if we can find something. We got Cal here going at it with Victor Keith for the 6th spot. So Cal in the 85 with a good run. He's looked pretty strong here all day long. Just hasn't been able to get up into the top 5 here for quite a while. But now running in 7th. He looks up underneath Keith for 6th. The 10 truck of Thompson now a lap down. And that's Slagan going around the lap truck of Justin Krasinski. The battle going on back here with the 9 of Peckin Romero, and it looks like the lap truck of Declan Beatty. Oh, contact there on the outside. You know, I just saw Declan type a long chat in the Discord, so I hope he's not typing while he's racing. That's not good. You can see him out there on the racetrack in the 27. He's a lap down now at this point, or multiple laps down at this point, actually. But your leader is still Harrison Rivet, Nick Trader, Everett Larson, 17 laps left to go, 83 down. Western Racing League, sponsored by Viking Construction Group. Northwest Construction. If you're looking to get some work done anywhere in the Northwest, reach out to Scotty Larson at Viking Construction Group. He'll help you out. They've done a lot of really good work. At least I've looked through the pictures. I don't know him personally, but I've looked through the pictures on the website and I see some really cool stuff. I just had a bunch of construction done here. I kind of wish Scotty was closer. All right, so look at a battle going on here. That's a lap truck of Thompson and Krasinski. Trying to find some racing here on the racetrack for you. We see the 52 of Champlain. Now, it looks like we've got 17 trucks on the lead lap right now. The first truck a lap down is Brewer. So Tyler Brewer hoping for a caution flag at this point. But we get back up to the front, and right now it is all Harrison Rivet. Nick Trader, and I know if I get to talk to Harrison after the race, he's going to correct me on his last name. I know it's probably not Rivet. It's probably Rivet. With the double T there, it's got to be something. Maybe it's French. I don't know, but we're going to find out because it looks like right now Harrison's got this in the bag. I'm guessing we got to have at least one more pit stop here. Take a look at our points leader, Rick Modric, still on the lead lap here, but back in 16th. He's about to go a lap down. His leader's a couple behind him. You see Quentin Steinbach right there in front of him. Paul Boomerstein in the 92. Right there behind the 71. And our leader, Harrison Rivet, coming up on the back of these. Boomerstein's going to move down out of the way. Going to let the 32 go by. Only 14 laps left to go. He's got no fight for the leader here, so... Oh, I thought Harrison was going to slide up the racetrack, catch the outside wall right there. He's got 2 lap cars side by side in front of him. Let's see if they separate out here. As it's Modric and Steinbach. They're going to get single filed up on the top. Rivet looking for a place to go. Modric moves down the racetrack. He gives Harrison the outside, but he's going to move up there a little bit. So now they're going to move out of the way. That's allowed Trader to make up some ground here. So Trader, but he's got to make his way around through this lap traffic right now. And unfortunate timing for him. He had a shot there to make up some ground on Harrison. But he's got the lap trucks in front of him as well. And actually, they're going to start getting racy. So that's not going to help Nick Trader's run here with 12 laps left to go. He needs his truck to get single filed out. Steinbach just kind of backs out of it right there. Lets him go by. We take a look back here at the 01 of Larson. Still in the 3rd spot. Victor Keith now has made his way around. Let's see. What happened to Cal? Cal's actually made his way around Slagan and Keith. So Cal's now up to 5th. So a good run there from Brandon Cal. So it's still Rivet out in front, 1.6 seconds back to Nick Trader. And the 56 still hasn't cleared that lap truck of Rick Modric there. Take a look at the battle with the 91. The 91 and the 48 there. This is a battle for 6th and 7th. This is one of the closest battles we have on the racetrack. The 48 of Victor Keith looked very consistent all day long. He has got the sights set on the 91. If Slagan catches the outside wall, that's going to let Keith get by on the bottom of the racetrack. So Victor Keith in the 48 trying to take advantage. Oh, that looked like the 7 there Raymond catches the outside wall. We've seen that all day long from a lot of different drivers. We're down to 10 laps left to go. This is our battle for 6th and 7th on the board right now. Keith on the bottom, Slagan on the outside. They are close off of 4. And they've got the lap truck of Raymond right there behind us. So let's see if everybody... Are we going to make it to the finish? I guess I might have been wrong. Maybe they can make that 45 laps. They got 9 laps left to go. We'll see if everybody can make it on fuel. I don't know what they have out there. We've got a gauge on there, I think. No, we didn't have the gauge on there. So we take a look here at the telemetry with Victor Keith. We'll jump up to the front here. Check it. Harrison Rivet. So we saw lap times at about... We saw speeds of about 173, 174 into the corners earlier. Rivet only running about 166, 167. So you can see just how this long run has... the speeds are down just a little bit. So Trader now about, where we have about 2.5 seconds back. Larson about 3 seconds back from there. So we're pretty settled up here in the front right now with our leaders, with Rivet, Trader, and Larson. Sluter still in the 4th spot. Brandon Cal up to 5th. We've got a good battle going on here right now. It looks like the 25 of Bowman's actually joined this fight with Slagan and Keith. So Bowman... They all pitted back on lap 55, so they're all on equal tires. But the 25 of Bowman actually making a good run here. He's trying to make his way up through. He started back in 16th, now up to 8th. He has got his sights set on Victor Keith in the 48 for that 7th spot. Trying to find a way around. This is the best battle on the racetrack right now. As we take a look from the 25. Oh, Slagan into the outside wall. Keith has to check up. Let's see if Bowman's got a run here. Keith down to the bottom of the racetrack. Bowman down to the bottom of the racetrack. And he's going to get into the 91. Gets into the left rear quarter of the 91. They're still beating and banging through the corner. Bowman kind of checks up right there. He is going to catch the outside wall. Contact right there. Bowman had a really good run going, but looks like he's got some heavy damage on the right side of that truck now. We got 5 laps left to go. As he got up alongside of Slagan. Let's see if we can see what happened here. As you can see, so we'll go live time here. We only got 5 laps left to go. So Slagan on the bottom, and Bowman just gets in there a little deep, and they just kind of beat on each other through the center of the corner there. All right, 4 laps left to go. Let me get back to live timer. There we go. Harrison Rivet, your leader. 1.8 seconds back to Nick Trader in the 56. Randy Wood gets a little bit looser off the corner. We see the 20 getting looser as well in the back. I think it's 55 a Menace, I think it was. But it's all Harrison Rivet. He's led the most laps of this race. Started on the pole. 4 laps left to go to pick up his first win here of the Western Racing League Viking Construction Group Truck Series here at Darlington. Got a fantastic run going here. Nick Trader in 2nd, Everett Larson, David Sluter, Brandon Cowell, and it's Victor Keith in the 6th spot. Landon Slagan holding on to 7th, and Bowman actually going to get himself gathered back up after that contact with the Slagan. He is going to hold on to the 8th spot. 3 laps left to go for Harrison Rivet. Going to roll off at turn number 4, come across the line. And as I've heard many times said before, popsicle sticks are in the air. 2 laps left to go for Harrison Rivet. Just 2 more laps around Darlington for Harrison Rivet to pick up his first victory of the season in the 32, the Harbor Freight sponsored number 32. A lap and a half left to go. Rolls through 3 and 4 right now. Going to come across the line and take the white flag. It's 1 more lap to go for Harrison Rivet. He comes across the stripe. White flag is in the air for the 32. Led the most laps. He finds his way to the front when it mattered the most. The 32 is going to take the win here. If he can just hold it for half a lap more, he comes off the back straightaway into turn number 3. Harrison Rivet in the 32. This was a class of the field here tonight. He's going to come across the line. Checkered flag waves in the air for Harrison Rivet. In the 2nd spot is going to be Nick Trader. Everett Larson going to come across the line in 3rd. David Sluter in the 95. Then it's Brandon Cal. Brandon had a great run at the end. He was reeling in that top 4. But he's going to come home in 5th, and it's going to be battle back here. Victor Keith in the 6th spot. Slagan going to come across in 7th. And then it's Andrew Bowman, Brady Zeller with a good recovery back to 9th. Michael Champlin with a really good run for Michael up to 10th. JD Biddle, but your winner there tonight, or here tonight, not there, he's actually here, is going to be the 32 of Harrison Rivet. So we'll see if anybody jumps into the chat with us. I've got to change some settings over here. Take a look at some anybody still left on the racetrack. We see the 48 of Keith. All right, let's see if anybody's in the waiting room here. I don't see anybody in there yet. I'm hoping that Harrison jumps in here, just so nothing else, he can give me the correct pronunciation of his last name. I can't say that, so that's terrible. But as we're waiting for people to get into the booth, we'll take a look here at our results. Your winner, Harrison Rivet, also led the most laps at 53 laps. Nick Trader comes in 2nd. Everett Larson in the top 3. That's going to be the podium spots, and it's Rivet, Trader, Larson, Sluter, Cal, Victor Keith, Landon Slagan, Andrew Bowman, Brady Zeller. And let's see, we'll get back here to the 11th spot. Michael Champlin, JD Biddle in 11th. Sean Peckin, Randy Wood, Rick Modrick, Paul Boomershine, Quentin Steinbach, Ryan Thompson, Justin Krasinski, Alex Romero. Nothing went too fast. Nico Cipollini in the 20 spot. Joshua Raymond, Tyler Brewer, Ian Meneses, Mason Only, Dan Wedeking, Dean Wedeking, Bryce Dickman, Nathan Nixon, Jacob Thornton, Joshua Wise, Josh Gagnon in the 30th spot. Back into 31st, Declan Beatty. Stephen Bolton, Jason Tamer was not a fantastic run for Jason. Joshua Smith, Dylan Sparks, Scotty Larson, and Kyle Smith. So this spare parts gaming not having a great run with Kyle and Joshua. But hard charge of the race, Landon Slagan up 21 spots. Led to most laps again was Harrison. Fastest lap on the racetrack, also Harrison. We'll see if we have anybody. It doesn't look like we have anybody in the waiting room here. We'll see if we can pull somebody out of wherever they are. Let's see if we can find Nick somewhere in here. Let's see. Can't quite. Let's see what I can do here. So nobody in the waiting room for us yet. All right, so good run here at Darlington tonight. I don't know if anybody wants to talk to us. Let's find out here. All right, we really appreciate you being here with us. We not seeing anybody in the chat anywhere at the moment, so we're gonna just kind of go on with our show, I guess. So take a look here one more time. We'll go back and take a look at a couple incidents that happened here in the race. We'll go back and see what we can find here. Our last caution was back on lap 69. This was a view from Nathan Nixon's car in the 38. All right. All right, so your winner here tonight, Harrison Rivet. Trying to find somebody here. Sorry for the delay here, but I'm just trying to find anybody in any of the chats here that we can bring up. Let me see if I can. So Really appreciate you being here. Nick is in general chat, somebody said. So I'm trying to find the general chat to bring him in there. Let's see what we got. There we go. Hey, Nick, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I got you. The chat room, there's just too many chat rooms right here. I can't bring anybody up from anywhere. So, hey, good run there tonight, man. I thought you had it in you, but Harrison just looked to have the field covered. Is there anything you could have done maybe a little different to chase him down there? I know you kind of caught some lap traffic at the wrong time there towards the end, but how was it from your point of view there?
Yeah, lap track was pretty much the issue for me right there. I think he was fast. I give him that. I was telling my brother, he's my spotter, that he's probably one of the quicker ones on the track right now. So I don't know how would have fared in the long run if I would have got around the lap traffic quicker. But I mean, I'm happy with second. That's 2 in a row. I should be the points leader now.
Yeah, I would think so. Rick did not have the day he'd hoped for. He finished back in 14, so I'm sure that's why I can give you the point lead. But you did, you got the lead there because you were it really helped you out. You were the first truck out of the pits back on lap 55. And, of all the trucks that did pit on that point, everybody in front of you it stayed out for quite a while. So you made a good charge to that field right there with those fresh tires. It just really seemed to make a big difference on that pit stop.
Yeah, I was surprised on that one. Took off and I didn't realize I jumped ahead, but then I managed through lap traffic pretty quick too. So it just kind of kept me give me that clean air for the run. But once Harrison cleared them, then I was just pretty much just waiting for him to reel me in. And like you said, the lap traffic didn't fare for me.
Well, let's see. We got another week off. And shit, where do we come back to next week? I got the schedule right here. You think I'd pay attention to it? Let's see here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where are we? Where are we in 2 weeks? We got too many weeks off in this league. I'm telling you that, man. It's just hard to keep up with everything that's going on. But I assume you're going to run the whole season here. It is Rockingham. Thank you for reminding me of that. So Rockingham. So another little bit different racetrack. I mean, Darlington's challenging enough, but then you get to Rockingham. Rockingham is not an easy racetrack. How do you feel about that in a couple weeks?
I liked it prior to the repave. I haven't ran it yet with the repave yet, so it'll take some practice and probably get used to it. Otherwise, I mean, before I felt these two tracks are kind of similar for me for some reason, and I've kind of always been a little weird with Darlington, and the more I've ran it, the more I've come to like it. So we'll see how it fares 2 weeks from now.
All right, man. Well, great run there tonight. You did everything you had to do to win the race, but in the end, second's not a bad job here at Darlington. But before we get you out of here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
You up in the broadcast booth, I usually go back and watch them, so it's always an excellent job. All the league admins, Tyler, whoever else runs it, I can't think of the names off the top of my head. But then, of course, my sponsors, the National Guard. I just recently separated from them, so I'm still going to rock them as much as I can. And then my NASCAR Thunder scheme, and then my brother who makes my schemes for Transcendent Designs.
Well, thank you for your service, brother, and good luck whatever you do in the next couple weeks, and we're going to see you at Rockingham.
Yep, I'll see you then.
All right, so let's see if we can find... I saw Everett in here somewhere. Where did he go? Looks like he might have got off, so it looks like this might be our only interview with the top three. I don't see Harrison anywhere, and I don't see Everett anywhere, so we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you missed earlier, we did the DOB 360 sprint, so it's been a long evening for us here. Then we're going to do 100 laps here at Darlington with the Western Racing League. We will be back. We'll take a look here at our upcoming schedule here real quick. That's the wrong schedule. There we go. So Thursday night, we're going to be back for another truck series, a Nitro Zone Racing League at Atlanta. They decided they want to run the old Atlanta track, so 2008 Atlanta track for the Nitro Zone. And then we're going to be back on next Tuesday night for another DOB 360 sprints at Huset's. And we don't come back here till the 31st for the Western Racing League at Rockingham, so really looking forward to that. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here for the night. Your race winner tonight, the 32 of Harrison Rivet. And I was hoping he'd jump in here to let me know I was pronouncing his name wrong all night long. But Harrison, fantastic job out there tonight. Comes home with the win here at the Western Racing League at Darlington. My name's Chris Murphy with DRSN. Really appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate you spending our evening with us. If you If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, do it now. Give us a like. You definitely want to get notifications every time we go live. So really appreciate it one more time. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We will be back Thursday night, 9:30 Eastern with the Nitro Zone Racing League. We will see you then.